Yo guys, what's up? It's Blackguard here and welcome to a new video. Today I will finally not scream. Oh, I'm sorry guys for the fans of Not Only. I don't think I have anything to scream after this amazing patch, so I'll make other positive videos on the characters that are left. Of course, now I'll try to implement both the changes of Season 3 and also the changes of Season 3.2 when I'll talk about the characters now. There's a lot to talk about, for example, in the case of Lars. I think it got massively nerfed throughout the different throughout the two patches, and there's a lot of changes, guys, so probably it's gonna take some time, okay? Bear with me, and let's try to see all the changes they did together, okay? It's gonna be a long journey, so let's start. So first of all, he has a new move in Season 3 that is up forward 1. That is minus 12 on block the full string. If he does only the first hit, it's still minus 12 the cancel. Okay, like this. And this move has the very good thing that tracks to his weak side. So yeah, one of his weakest sides. So as you're seeing here, when he's stepping to the right, let's try sidewalk just to see, and it's fully tracking to that side, so it's semi-homing. But it's a good move. It also goes into stance on hit at +3. You know, like the same situation out of this, for example, out of the low. So yeah, seems like a very good move. Sometimes it's also used in combo, from what I can see. So yeah, but it's not like a spammable move. Also, there's a command change to the 10 hit, but we're not gonna see that. Also, down to now as a different hit reaction. I still don't like this amazing new animation. I still find it very cringe, very awful to watch. This is a buff because this countered animation floor breaks directly. So before, Lars didn't used to floor break, of course, with down 2 on counter. Now he can. So basically, in some stages, this is a counter launcher now. It's a very good change because this move is very useful for Lars. It's 0 on block, if I can remember correctly, if I recall correctly, yeah. And now being also a counter launching in some stage, it's a nice buff. But again, nothing too dramatic for now. Also, back to 3. Now it tracks more to the other side. So again, some tracking buffs, okay, to both sides, both to the right and the left. Basically, again, as we see, they're giving characters more options to track. Of course, it's something I don't like. But again, considering all the nerfs that it received with this patch, and also especially with the new patch, I'm still gonna say, let's try it out. Let's try it out, because maybe the nerfs are so good that this is not a good, this is not a huge deal, but it's definitely something we need to consider, okay? The fact that they want to improve tracking on everything, it's not something I particularly like, because of course this game is also based around movement. So if you nerf the movement, what will remain? Nulla, nada, nisba. But okay. Another good buff they did to this move is that now you can delay the second hit way more, as you're seeing here. This makes it a little bit confirmable, and you can delay by a lot. Now I'm delaying it. You see how delayable it is. I don't know if you're seeing. Wait, a lot of delay. So this is basically confirmable now. And this can be good in some mix-ups, okay? Because this also was delayable, the one. So now you can delay with both options. Okay, so this string has a little bit more use and a little bit more conditioning. Now here's the first nerf. Running 1 now doesn't tailspin anymore. I'll try to show you now. This is a good nerf, of course, for Lars wall carry, because you used to do this in combos, you know, like this into this. Now you can't anymore. That's a nice nerf to wall carry, and they need to do more of these. They need to remove more of these kind of tailspins. So it's definitely a start. It's something I can praise, of course. Finally, this is gonna be the new after Not Only we have finally. So yeah, he doesn't have, like, he can still, of course, he still has a lot of tailspins, a lot of wall carry, but he lost one of his main wall carry tools with running 1, so that's always nice to see. Now, dynamic entry 1+2, it's a little bit better, and that's something I don't like. So now on normal hit, as you can see, guarantees a follow-up on the ground. I don't remember what it did before. I think it used to launch before, so that's a nerf. But now it's minus, instead of minus 10, it's minus 1. So it lost it lost a lot of block frames, basically. It is very, very safe now. And you know, minus 1, you can do everything. You can even try to jab check and minus 1. Cheap damage on block as well, and the damage has been increased from 20 to 24. I don't know if this move didn't used to be used a lot before. Probably now it has way more uses because, of course, it's a very fast high. And it also deals more damage, but of course it doesn't launch anymore. So again, both buff and nerf, but I think the buffs compensate the nerf of not launching anymore, because this is way safer now, minus 1 only, and way more damage, so probably it's a compensation. Also, Silent Entry 1. Silent Entry 1 now is minus 9 instead of minus 6, and it lives way closer. So this is a nerf because this move before was a very good moving stance, and it was also it also created some pushback with the opponent. So you could also try to sidestep after and so on. Like it was a very, 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 very strong main. Now it's a little bit redimensioned, okay? And also we're gonna see now the change that they did in the new patch, and Silent Entry 1 now, not only the changes I said now, not only that, but Lars now doesn't launch anymore with Silent Entry 1. So that's always good to see. That's always good to see. And I'm gonna show you now. Oh wait, sorry. Okay. I'm sleeping because I was finding the patch notes for Lars. Okay. So yeah, I was saying now it doesn't launch in it anymore, and that's very, very good. Of course, very, very good. I'm gonna show you. This is a very, very healthy change. You see, only guaranteed follow-up. This used to launch before. This is of course also a nerf, for example, to this, by the way. All of the counters that involve this is also not a launcher anymore. So it's a very strong nerf to this launcher, but also to all the things that counter it into that. So amazing change, guys, really. I really appreciate what they are doing with the characters after this new patch they did today. No, yesterday or some days ago. I don't remember when did they fucking release this patch. 2 days ago. Okay. Okay, let's go on. Also, Silent Entry 2 now is nerfed because it's not a country launcher anymore. That's also a very healthy change, because this move, of course, it's very strong. It's a very fast low from stance, and it's only minus 12 on block. So it's fair that it doesn't fucking country launch. And finally, it's only a guaranteed whatever on the ground. Finally. Like this. Thank God, thank you. Forward 1+2 also. Now there are some behavioral changes. So again, these were all the nerfs of Lars in Season 3. All the adjustments of Lars in Season 3, which I agree with the most part. The only thing, of course, that is a little bit debatable is the tracking. The tracking performance on moves that maybe don't need so much tracking. Apart from this, of course, some bug fixes and so on, but this is nothing too dramatic. Now, let's see the changes of Lars in Season 3.2. So, they even nerfed down even more his fucking bullshit heat. Finally, let's go and look together what they did in detail now. Okay, so limited entry 2. Now they finally nerfed the fucking limited entry mix-up, so that you can access from a lot of things, as you can remember. So the 2 option doesn't launch anymore. For fuck's sake. Ah, yes! I'm gunning on these changes since yesterday. It's only a guaranteed follow-up on the ground. Maybe like this. And also the limited entry 1 is less damage and way more hit consumption. Basically now if you hit burst, okay, and then you do one of these moves, you lose hit immediately. For fuck's sake! For fuck's sake, fucking finally! So now this is a mix-up only for one time, basically. Okay, if you have hit burst on, if you activate it with hit burst, you only have these stance mix-ups only once. Finally, for fuck's sake. Was it so hard to understand? Now Heat is a resource you gotta think about a little bit more. It's a resource you gotta think, okay, should I do the mix-up? Should I do the heat smash? You should think about what you're doing for fucking finally, okay? It's a resource that you cannot spam for free with all the rewards. Thank you, thank you. Was it so hard to understand? And also the reward now is less. The reward out of the things you get in it is a little bit less. Finally. Also, dynamic entry 3+4, less damage. And this also not only less damage. From 21 to 16. That's a pretty big nerf, eh? But also, it's like it happened to the L sweep. This also more hit consumption, you see? So the same that applied to the one option. You finally have to think about what you're doing when you are in it. Also for this other option. You gotta think, okay, maybe should I do this? Or maybe not. Maybe should I do this? Let me think. Like... Now it is a resource you gotta think about a little bit more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, let's go. Also, limited entry to some hitbox issue, hitbox fixes, and also the final change that is so good. They also both dynamic entry 1-2 doesn't launch anymore. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, because this was a fucking genie string from the stands as always. It was very good. It was very good. And for example, there's a lot of things that guarantee this. So for example, this doesn't launch anymore as well, as a consequence. This doesn't launch anymore as a consequence as well. You see the nerfs, because the nerfs again are not on the heat engagers only, as I said before, but also to all the things that guarantee these engagers. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so peak. I still cannot believe that we got this patch, guys. I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning and say, okay, did we really get this much of a good patch, really? They finally nerfed it. I cannot believe this, really. It's so fucking peak. It's so fucking peak. It's so fucking great. So, and as I said before, again, also Silent 1 also doesn't launch anymore. Only a guaranteed follow-up on the ground. Thank you, thank you. So also the same applies to this move. For example, down 4-2. Again, as I said, this doesn't launch anymore as well, and so on. So yeah. What can I say, guys? What can I say? Lars is definitely a more honest character now, definitely, like everybody else. They tuned down it hit bullshit. They rebalanced a little bit better the stance bullshit. Is he still strong? Absolutely yes, but he's a little bit more fair to play against and to play. Finally, the character is a little bit more thought put out into it. Thank God, and let's hope they do more patches like these. So, very positive video today. I'm super happy. Keep them coming. Love you guys. See you guys very soon again. Take care. Love you. Bye.